Welcome once again to Musings by Danon. On my Patreon, there is a tier where you can ask me to make you a video. Longtime Patreon supporter Waffles has been asking me to make videos for 2 years now. Thanks to him and his support, I've gotten to watch anime and read series I otherwise would have missed. With over 40 anime airing every season, there is no way I have the time to watch all of them. So, since we're at the 2nd anniversary of his support, Waffles has once again requested that I do a top 10 video. This will be a top 10 list of the shows and manga that Waffles has sponsored in the last 12 months. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm going to be streaming on this channel as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about manga. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Waffles wanted me to mention a couple of ways that you can support the channel. First of all, there is Patreon. You don't have to join at the hero level. We do have a monthly manga club and would love to have more members join us. Next up, there is the Amazon affiliate link. Just click on that down below and order something from Amazon. It doesn't have to be the item you clicked on. Amazon will pay me a small percentage and you get an item that you were already ordering anyway. It's a win-win. With that out of the way, let's get to our video.
10.
I didn't hate this one. Unlike last year's list, there weren't any series that I watched or read that I actually disliked. However, I didn't vibe with this series. It's a cute comedy with an interesting sci-fi premise, but the series was trite, predictable, and boring. If this is your cup of tea, more power to you, but I'll probably never reread this series.
9.
This was a very good kaiju story that a lot of fans of kaiju movies would enjoy. I am not a kaiju fan, so I didn't enjoy it very much. Which is fine, kaiju aren't for everyone. I didn't think the series was irredeemably bad or anything, it just wasn't for me. I just didn't like how there was an incredible amount of setup, but the ending didn't seem to match what they were setting up. Suddenly, Godzilla. But apparently this is in line with other kaiju films, according to my wife.
8.
Competition to stay in Shonen Jump is ruthless. You have to be the best of the best in order to stick around. This one was fine, and I may reread it in the future. I did enjoy the mystery, 2 lollipop users when only one person can use a specific candy. But I also see why the series didn't last very long.
7.
Again, another series I didn't hate, but I didn't really vibe with it either. It's good, and worth watching, but also short. Not really much to say about this one. I may rewatch it in the future if I ever have time.
6.
Now that we're in the middle of the list, we're starting to get to series I enjoyed. An Alice in Wonderland story where Alice is actually the Red Queen, and the person she brings with her to Wonderland is a grouchy old man who doesn't have time for magical girl shenanigans. Sign me up. This was a cute series, and I recommend checking it out if you want something different, but not mind-bending.
5.
I actually enjoyed this series before Waffles sponsored a video on it. But yet again, it was one that was cut short by Shonen Jump. You can read this whole series over on Viz. It only has 29 chapters, so it'll be a short read. It's a story about a demon girl in love with the boy who saved her many years ago. She finally breaks free of the demon realm and comes to Tokyo to be his bride. Cute characters, fun romance, and solid action make it a decent read.
4.
Last year, this series would have been higher up. I did enjoy it, and I liked how time was played with in this series. I loved how Vivi evolved as the years and episodes went by. If you're hankering for a solid science fiction story, you should check this one out.
3.
This was an excellent series and had some tough competition to keep it from number 1. I generally prefer seinen and josei to shonen and shoujo, and this one fits the bill. Excellent writing, world building, character development, and a wonderful romance between two very well-written characters. Both broken in their own way, but healing from the love of their new partner. The series is absolutely worth watching, and I may have to get the rest of the light novels.
2.
What can you say about this weird little series that hasn't been said before? The difference between a shonen romance and a seinen romance is that in a seinen, the characters are more down-to-earth and realistic rather than caricatures or walking tropes. Even if they're over-the-top weirdos like in this series, their development, both as characters and the romance involving our main couple, is far more nuanced and interesting than a simple doki doki we get with shonen series.
1.
After last week's video, it should come as no surprise that this one is number 1. I adore this silly shonen because it is everything that makes shonen good, but without the usual baggage that comes with it. Yes, you have a tsundere, but with her situation in childhood, of course she'd be a tsundere. But more importantly than that, you have the one thing that all great shonen series have: a main character who is pushing himself beyond his limits to achieve his goal. And, so long as the rest of the series lives up to the manga, this one is well worth your time to watch. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. There are several tiers to choose from. You can pick an anime or manga for me to do a video about, or you can join our monthly manga club. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Mark, Morgie, Naswin, Pedro, Midge, Alex, Alex, Julio, Valeri, Kanga, RJ, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Joel, Brock, Michael, Skinwalker, Sidewinder, Austin, and William. You guys are awesome. I post anime or manga videos often, or you can click here to watch additional videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Musings by Danon.